So a Vikings defensive tackle just compared JJ McCarthy to a current superstar quarterback. We have so much footage from OTAs to go over, and right now there's just a lot going on with the Minnesota Vikings as we start to get into the thick of the NFL offseason where things are about to get real. But before I do get into everything, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 60,000 subscribers, and with your support, I believe that we can get there super fast. Alright, so yeah, as I started off this video, JJ McCarthy just received a lot of praise from a teammate on the defensive side of the ball, and that teammate is defensive tackle Harrison Phillips. He compared JJ McCarthy's play style to Josh Allen. Harrison, of course, was drafted to the Buffalo Bills in 2018 and spent the early part of his career with Allen, and even though they are teammates and nice things are going to be said, this is quite the comparison. I've commented before about how he came to me the week after his injury to try and learn more about the defense, Phillips said, asking those great questions. He's really stepped up in the personnel power role this year in the locker room. I'm constantly seeing him go up to new guys, to new players, dapping each other up, sitting on the couches and just having conversations, where last year it was off to rehab. That includes Justin Jefferson this week and an array of different veteran teammates earlier this spring. Everyone who's around him seems to believe that McCarthy is going to be successful in this new role. Anyways, now to get to more news, let's talk about what we learned from OTAs. First off, sticking with JJ McCarthy, we learned that not only is he a dog on the actual football field, but he is a student of the game. He is a learner. He will spend hours in the film room or hours with the coaching staff trying to learn this offense as fast and as best as he can. He's a coach's dream, especially in an offseason setting like this. Really, the thing the coaching staff has been praising is his process. He wakes up and does the same thing every day, whether it's his diet, his extra workouts before and after practice, the way he takes care of his body, breaks down film every single day. Alright, moving on from that, I want to switch over to the defensive side of things. I'm sure a couple of you have probably already seen this interview, but Jeff Akuda, the former top 5 pick to the Detroit Lions, spoke and had quite a few things to say about how the transition to Minnesota has been and just everything going on with himself and the team.
You know, it's been a great experience so far. Just getting out here with the guys, getting a chance to build some camaraderie. I'm excited to come to work every single day.
Why is this such a good spot for you?
I think the defense and what we're doing, playing to my skill set, and Flo's a really creative mind. So just being able to implement guys in different ways, I think is allow guys to maximize their opportunities.
Expound on that. So your skill set and how that fits what Flo's trying to accomplish.
Just allowing me chances to be physical, compete, and just bring a lot of energy to the defense.
It seemed like you guys were flying around pretty good for an OTA session number 2 out here. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, for sure. We try to keep the standard really high and then just do our best to uphold it every single day.
One word he said that stuck out there was camaraderie. That is the key to a successful defense. You really want all the units out there to be in sync, from the guys in the trenches all the way back to the safety position. And the way that happens is you start setting the foundation early in OTAs and mini camps. You build relationships with the coaches and with each other. That is how you accomplish that sense of camaraderie. And for Jeff Akuda, his career really has been off to a rocky start, and this really could be one of his last real chances to turn things around. And it has not been all his fault. He really just has not been healthy, and it's hard to be a good player when you can't consistently be on the field. I think we all know that. That's just stating the obvious. Across 4 seasons, from 2020 to 2023, Akuda has played in just 34 games out of a possible 67, starting 30. He tore his Achilles in week 1 of the 2021 season and missed nearly all of that year. And even when healthy, his play hasn't matched his draft pedigree. He has just 2 career interceptions, 17 passes defended, and a single forced fumble. For context, other early drafted corners like Denzel Ward, who was drafted number 4 overall in 2018, has 15 interceptions and 65 passes defended in 71 games. Sauce Gardner, the number 4 pick in 2022, already has 2 picks and 32 passes defended in just 2 seasons. And in coverage, Akuda's numbers have been pedestrian or worse. According to Pro Football Reference, in 2022, which was his healthiest year, he allowed a QB rating of 87.6 when targeted and gave up 6 touchdowns in coverage. And then in 2023, with the Falcons, his play regressed. He allowed nearly 70% completions and was targeted frequently, suggesting QBs did not shy away from him at all. He also posted a Pro Football Focus grade of 52.4, ranking near the bottom among starting corners. So as far as his path to increasing production goes, he needs to turn his athletic traits into results by improving anticipation and positioning. That comes from better film study and trusting his instincts that scouts once praised but haven't translated to the pros. Akuda also must clean up his footwork at the line, especially against quicker wideouts. He tends to lunge or grab when beaten early in the rep, leading to penalties or big plays. New defensive coordinator Brian Flores runs an aggressive, man-heavy scheme that could actually benefit Akuda if he becomes more disciplined and reactive in coverage. Alright, moving on from him into more news, I do want to talk about the passing of Jim Marshall, who recently passed away at the age of 87, so he definitely lived a nice long life and was a cornerstone of the iconic Purple People Eaters defensive line. Marshall was renowned for his durability, playing in 282 consecutive games. That is just nuts. A record for a defensive player at the time. His contributions were instrumental in the Vikings' 4 Super Bowl appearances during the 1970s. The team and a lot of fans alike are honoring his legacy and the indelible mark he left on the franchise. Anyways, I guess for more news, this isn't really that recent, but the Vikings now have a second nationally broadcasted preseason game due to the interest in the young players and specifically JJ McCarthy. So for just football fans in general, it's great to see this team being recognized and getting that attention. Alright, before I do end off this video, let's take a look at some of the highlights from Justin Jefferson's post-OTAs press conference to see what he had to say and how he's feeling about the direction of this team.
To build that connection with my teammates and especially with my quarterback. So it's definitely great to be out here early, to kind of get in the feel of, what this year is going to be like. Of course, getting the plays back, going through the plays again, and just being out here, just the whole field is always a great vibe. So, when they asked for me to be here and asked for me to, be a part of it, it was a no-brainer.
That's really all I got for this one. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly does mean the world. And also let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.